All right, you maggots, listen up. I think I might have it. I took a piece of PVC, 1/8 inch PVC sheet, and I made this ledge. And this ledge goes to the back. And right here is a plastic bolt that goes down through a spacer, and it's tapped into this tray. And there's a curve on the bottom of this. So if I tighten these two bolts up, plastic bolts, this tray will start tipping up and put more water towards the back. Right now, it seems good. I have water going off this side. I have some water going off this side, back here, and in the back, and gently in the front. I think I got it. There are lots of videos on YouTube that show to cut up a piece of a water bottle, and you hang it on there. See, the problem with the water bottle is when you're working around the filter, if you should bump it, that diverted water will then suddenly go rushing to the bottom and knock the sand up and cause a disturbance. Now, why everybody else is using a diverter is to keep the plants from getting messed up. Also, they're keeping betas. Now, my question is, why do these companies that make these filters not figure on the fact that maybe somebody wants to divert the water in several directions so it's not as harsh of a flow? I'm amazed. I went looking. I could have swore that at one point I had a filter that had a knob on the top that you would rotate for the amount of flow. And I'm thinking about it. Maybe it was somebody else's fish tank, but there was a knob, and you could adjust the flow out of the filter. And there's people that show you put stockings and stuff down in the pickup tube. See, I want this filter that when it's clogged, it's clogged normally. I don't want to impede the filter with pantyhose or a piece of screen. I want this filter to think it's operating normally, and there's no back pressure on the motor itself. So this is my design. A tray, the water's coming off in several directions. It's coming off through the back and hitting the back glass and going down. So I'm going to let it run. I just put my my new heater on, and there were bubbles coming out of the top. That made me real nervous. I started checking it for electrical shock. I'll keep an eye on it. But I got a really expensive heater that I bought, and it's amazing how expensive this hobby is. That's why I'm warning you. I went down another rabbit hole with it, with the sand and all that. But it's all coming together. The plants came in today. They were supposed to be here Monday, but they're here today. That's what's amazing about eBay. If you need the part today, it'll come Monday. If you don't really need the part today, and you want it Monday, it'll come today. It constantly does that. There's constant storms. Now, guess where the plants came from? Yep, Texas. All right, and they got shipped before the storm. See, normally I order something from Texas and something bad happens there, and then the notice will come up on my tracking page for the post office saying that there's a problem, there'll be a delay, almost all the time, especially with the radio parts. Most radio parts come from California. Some old-timer hams are selling out of Florida, but for the most part, it's either California and then some Florida. And there are other states that people do sell parts, but most of the stuff comes from California. I just wanted to show you my diverter. My diverter won't accidentally pop loose. Like if you use a piece of water bottle plastic. I give them credit. It's the least amount of work, but the problem is if my diverter suddenly messes up, I got a deep divot in the bottom of the tank suddenly, and all that crap's going around. And in the case of tomorrow, there'll be fertilizer tablets in my substrate after I give this thing the full approval. But I just wanted to show you, and I can undo these screws, these two bolts. They're plastic, and this tray will dip down, and more water will come off the front. Right now, I think I got it. I think that's it. All right.
That's it.